Tanam, tanam, tanam. हेलो जनता, वेलकम टू द लाइव स्ट्रीम। एंड आज अपेरेंटली वॉलेट के बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स हैं जो हमारे साथ आज इस लाइव स्ट्रीम पे होने वाले हैं। अपेरेंटली मैं वो यूट्यूबर हूँ जो भाग गया था, सो विल टॉक टू देम, विल टॉक अबाउट एवरीथिंग दे आस्क मी, एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ लॉट ऑफ फन। मैं जो मैसेज कर रहा हूँ, alright, that is done. Now let me post the link for the stream in the Discord server. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, please do. मेरा नाम डायरेक्टली सर्च करने पे मेरी स्ट्रीम ऊपर नहीं आती है. व्हाट द हेल इज गोइंग ऑन? Discord. Okay. This was weird. Okay. Now let me also paste the link for the stream on WhatsApp. Has any of you joined? Hello, hello. And this topic is going to be entertaining to say the least. I have been avoiding this topic for a while now. Okay. Okay, GS is online and exposing MRA, MRM is cancer is also online and IVAR is also online. How are you guys, man? Just give me a minute. Let me post links where they should be. Okay. क्या हाल है यार, क्या हाल है? I'm just posting the link so that people can join. This is going to be a very entertaining stream, I think. So देखते हैं what's gonna happen. So the topic, as you guys might have read, is dumb things men's rights activists say. And this is going to be, as you know, a little bit controversial because I'm going against apparently my own people, but so be it. Suman is online. There are a lot of people named Suman, so I don't know if this is my friend Suman or this is some other Suman, but thank you for joining the stream. Tushar is also here. भैया आपकी स्पीच बढ़िया थी, थैंक यू सो मच यार. अगर अच्छी लगे तो शेयर कर दो लोगों के पास, बिकॉज मेरी वीडियो जब मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स के पास तो जाती है नहीं, बिकॉज आई बिन सो इरेगुलर. So if you guys can share my videos, that would really help. But that's another thing. Now coming back to one thing that I want to show you guys is this message that Reddit hater just posted on my Discord before leaving my Discord server. Okay, let me do one thing. Yeah, can you guys see this? Yeah. So this is Reddit here. So there has been a long debate going on in the group with this Mr. Reddit hater and GS and Pixel and Parth talking a lot about how who's more violent and who is less violent among genders, just discussing gender disparities in general. So eventually, because I was really busy yesterday, so I didn't intervene into this. I let them talk. So today I started making my discussions, and I made a very general statement, which is has been a part of a lot of studies, which is that if you take a sample of 100 men and women in random, 99% time of the times, the most violent among them would be a man, which is a pretty reasonable statement, and it's also backed by research, and I'll give you guys the research eventually. And we are more similar, men and women. Where the difference is apparent is the extremes, because बीच में हम we are like almost similar. जहाँ पर डिफरेंसेस आते हैं द एक्सट्रीम्स इज जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा वायलेंट या सबसे ज़्यादा सबमिसिव या सबसे ज़्यादा अग्रीबल या सबसे ज़्यादा डिसअग्रीबल, वहाँ पे वी सी दैट द डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन मैन एंड वुमेन आर वेरी वेरी अपेरेंट. सो जेंडर एक्सपीरिया as always realize that this is almost a direct quote by Jordan Peterson. It is actually, and Parth disagrees, which is fine, we can have a discussion about it. But then Reddit hater decides to say this: here you cease to be an MRA, and I have already been saying to you guys that I don't like being called an MRA. You are not an MRA. Get out of the men's right movement. You are just a tradcon trying to hijack and hinder the men's right movement. First of all, what's tradcon? If somebody says something about me, I need to know what that person's saying. Give me a second. Tradcon. 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 A person of traditionalist conservative politics. Huh? Oh, ठीक है. So I am a traditionalist, is what it's saying. All right. Let's get back to the serious stuff again. You're just a tradcon trying to hijack and hinder the men's right movement. Okay, I'm trying to hinder the men's right movement. ठीक है, ठीक है. You are woman worshipper and male hostile loser. Okay, woman worshipper, male hostile loser. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. The evidence of you being woman worshipper was when you tried to defend Pixel, even when her claims were completely nonsense logically. I didn't defend anybody. I really didn't defend anybody. I was just like, go ahead, talk. All I said was, as long as you guys conduct yourselves in a civilized manner, go ahead, debate as much as you want, say whatever you want to each other, as long as you are civilized. I don't even mind if you are mean to each other. As long as you are acting civilized and talking in a civilized manner, go right ahead, say whatever you want to the other one. You are just too insecure about getting out of your comfort zone and hearing the truth. Okay, goodbye, good luck with your life as a tradcon male feminist. I mean, this is funny because apparently I'm a feminist and a tradcon and trying to hinder the men's right movement, even though I have reportedly said that I'm not a part of the men's right movement anymore because I like to differentiate myself from them. And there are a lot of things here, like personally attacking me. That's fine, I don't care. But yeah, getting out of your comfort zone. Do you guys think that I'm being a men's right and talking about men's right is my comfort zone? I could have made so much more progress in the YouTube sphere if I was doing anything else other than men's right. If I was just gaming or just making funny videos. I'm funny. I can make a lot of funny videos. I have friends who are artists, creatives. I like to think that I'm creative. I know music. I could have done a lot of things on YouTube. I decided to talk about these issues. Do you think that's a comfort zone for me? I don't. That doesn't even make sense. How does that make sense? But ठीक है भाई. To each their own. I wish Reddit hater a very best of luck and hope he does well in his life, and eventually we may meet someday and discuss our differences instead of just claiming allegations on me and then running away. ऐसे लोग रील, अरे तुषार, हम किसी के बारे में ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार. अब वो अपनी लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा कर पाए नहीं कर पाए, मैं तो ये भोलेनाथ से यही उम्मीद करूंगा कि अपनी लाइफ में वो कुछ अच्छा करे भाई. Why would I think of worse of somebody else? Even though he thinks I'm blah 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 blah, I don't care. मेरा इसमें क्या जा रहा है? He has his own opinions about me, and that's fine. But I just hope that he उसने छोड़ दिया. He just left my Discord server, and I just wanted him to stay so that we could have a more discussion about it. Like, why do you think that is? Maybe I'm making some mistakes. Maybe he could have helped me correct some of my mistakes. But now, because he has left my Discord server, I no longer have that scope for improvement. एक second. Yeah, I think that is better. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining the stream, please do leave a like. Thank you very much. और कौन है chat पे? Violet, where are your friends? They personally attacked you, right? I'm right here. And once a few people join, we are going to start discussing the dumb things men's right activists say, because that apparently is something you guys have wanted me to talk about. So I will today. So, as you guys know, I have been a part of this men's rights sphere and thing for a while now. I've met a lot of people in the same field. I've talked to a lot of people. Okay, exposing MRA is here. What's up? So exposing MRM. If you have something that you want us to talk about, some specific video, or something that you want to discuss as something that affects negatively to the men's right movement and is what you call, as you are an MRMS cancer, so show some of that content and we'll review that as well. And I'll show you where these people go wrong. Anupriya is online. Dr. Anupriya is online. Your online doctor is here. Keep going. So let me tell you my personal experience with being a men's right activist for the past like 2-3 years or so. I met a few people, talked to a few more people, saw some YouTube videos, went to some protests, a few things, right? And the main problem that I see with the men's right movement, that I've seen in my personal experience, yeah, they did send me. I think I have them. So I'm going to check and show you those. Okay. Okay. So we have a few things here that we can discuss. Also, guys, if you're just joining, please leave a like. Okay. So, few things here, as I was saying before. So, in my personal experience with the men's right movement and what I have seen so far, these people tend to make the same mistakes that feminists do, and that is blaming the other gender for all their problems. Now, we have a very simple thing that yes, there are problems that women face violence in our country. That's apparent. That is the reason why all these laws were created in the first place. Okay. Then what is the problem? That these laws are being misused. And if these laws are being misused, who is misusing them? Women. That's the problem. The women are not the problem. The laws and their wrong implementation. Because if you give somebody undue power, unquestioned power over something, that power is bound to be misused. Bound to be misused. For example, if slavery was still a thing and I could have slaves, and if I was rich enough, I would definitely have slaves. And you would too if we say you won't. Most of you people would. Even slaves who were freed in the American society bought slaves, because that's what successful people did at the time. So that is the problem. Undue power given to anybody will be misused. That's what we have done. We have given women undue, unquestioned power over men, and what that the wrong effect is that the women for whom these laws were created, they don't get the help that these laws could provide. They really don't. I have seen women who are facing domestic violence and don't want to file cases on their in-laws. Why don't they want to file cases on their in-laws? Because there are already so many cases in the courts, most of them being fake. So their case doesn't get the attention it needs. And by that time that the number of that case comes, everybody has been bribed, the evidence has been removed, and bang, bang, goodbye. That is the problem. But people don't want to discuss those problems. People want to blame women. People want to say, oh my god, look at this woman, and औरतें आज की औरतें ये करती हैं, आज की औरतें वो करती हैं. That's not helpful. We say that in my speech. If you haven't seen my speech, I posted it yesterday on YouTube. Please go see it. I tell you about the word misandry, which is gender bias on the basis against men. Gender bias against men is called misandry. And we explain that there is misandry in our country and we need to stop it. And then we turn around and practice misogyny in the next line. I have seen lots of those things. Pure misogyny in men's right movements. Moriarty, patriot. Violet ये वही है ना? हाँ मैं वही हूँ. पीछे वाली सीट वाला. I mean, yeah, whatever. So, as I was saying before, the problem with men's right movement is that these people, most of the people who practice men's right and men's right activism, are actual victims of false cases, and that's where you can see that their opinions get biased because they have faced and suffered at the worst part of femininity. Because these people, while having relationships, while in a marriage, sometimes even like 15 days right after a marriage, have been false cases have been filed against them, and then they go through 5 years of litigation. Their family is destroyed, their economic status in the country, in their economy is destroyed, the family economy is destroyed, their social status is destroyed, and then what do we do about it? They develop a hatred against women in general, and that's where that comes from. I'm not justifying it. This is not a justification. This is just a lead up to understanding where that feeling is coming from, so that we can find a solution for it. That's what I am, a social science student, I'm a social scientist. That's what we do here. We don't blame people for their opinions or their biases. We try to find the root of their bias, so that can we do something about it, because the bias exists now. We don't want this bias to propel onto other people. So what do we do? I don't know. We'll find that out eventually once this problem gets too much. And Gamer said, yes sir, I think I sent you some video. Yeah, you did. I have, I think, 2 of them. So let's do this one first. Give me a second. I need to open it first.
This is Audible. Talk to people about themselves and they will listen.
Okay. Give me a second, I'm just loading that video. Okay, now where is that video? Okay. Can you guys see the video? Here it is. And this is by Awaz Hindustan Ki, 67,000 subscribers. Wow, he has done well for himself. This channel is created by Akshay Dhawan. I know him personally. I've met him once, I think. He is connected to a men's rights organization that works directly with victims, and they have a lot of people and a lot of members. And yes, they also have a foundation trust. And he actually, when we started, I had more subscribers than him, but he has been very constant with his YouTube channel, and apparently he's been doing very well. All right, you guys can hear the video, right?
मैं आपका दोस्त अशोक दशोरा संस्था पौरुष इंदौर की ओर से हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं। दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे उठता लहंगा बढ़ती इज्जत, मॉडर्निटी या नंगापन। आज हम बात करेंगे उन बेअकल और मूर्ख औरतों की जो मॉडर्निटी, बोल्डनेस और तथाकथित सुंदरता के चक्कर में अर्धनग्न होकर के बदन दिखाऊ और नंगेपन का भोंडा प्रदर्शन करके अपने आप को सशक्त, संपन्न और स्वतंत्र नारी मानने की बहुत बड़ी भूल कर रही है। साथ ही हम
By the way, just so you guys know, I've met this person, Ashok Dahora, Dashora, I think his name is. हाँ वही है, I just read it there. So I have actually I met him at the same protest that the speech was recorded. I met him the year after that. That year he wasn't there, I think. The next year I didn't meet him, and he was like the lead guy who had the mic in his hand and who was taking all, like, speaking about it all. And he's going to say some very choice words now, I think. And we have already read the starting, and so let's see. Also, guys, if you're just joining the stream, please do leave a like. It's going to be fun.
बात करेंगे ऐसे स्त्री लंपट, औरत खोर, फेमिनिस्ट भड़वों प्रजाति के मर्दों की भी, जो कि शिखंडी है, नपुंसक है।
I want to hear that again.
साथ ही हम बात करेंगे ऐसे स्त्री लंपट, औरत खोर, फेमिनिस्ट भड़वों प्रजाति के मर्दों की भी, जो कि शिखंडी है, नपुंसक हैं। उन मर्दों की भी बात करेंगे जो कि अपनी बीवी, अपनी बेटी, अपनी बहन और अपनी माँ को तो सात ताले में रखते हैं, लेकिन दूसरों की बीवी, दूसरों की बहन, दूसरों की बेटी को भड़का करके, उकसा करके और उन्हें बहला फुसला करके अर्धनग्न ड्रेस पहनने के लिए मानसिक रूप से तैयार करके और उन्हें नारी सशक्तिकरण का पैरोकार बनने का दावा करते हैं। दोस्तों, एक बात बताइए, औरतें जन्मजात मूर्ख होती हैं, ये एक बहुत बड़ा कटु सत्य है।
जिन लोगों ने नहीं सुना, I want you to hear this again.
का पैरोकार बनने का दावा करते हैं।
Hear this again.
दोस्तों, एक बात बताइए, औरतें जन्मजात मूर्ख होती हैं, ये एक बहुत बड़ा कटु सत्य है।
औरतें जन्मजात मूर्ख होती हैं, ठीक है? So we have established the ground rules upon which this very intellectual discussion is going to be had. औरतें जन्मजात मूर्ख होती हैं, ठीक है? अनुप्रिया, डू यू बिलीव दैट? वॉयलेट, अंडरस्टैंड दैट, ठीक है? तुषार, समझ में आ रहा है? सारी औरतें, इंक्लूडिंग योर मदर, योर सिस्टर, जन्मजात सब मूर्ख होती हैं। एस्टैब्लिश कर लिया है ये हमने। उसके बाद अब उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन होगा। लेट्स गो।
आपने कभी किसी लड़के को या किसी मर्द को फटे कंधे की शर्ट पहने हुए या पीठ पे से कटा हुआ हो या सामने की तरफ से कटा हुआ हो, ऐसी ड्रेस पहने हुए देखा है? नहीं देखा। बेशक नहीं।
मैंने देखा है। I used to live in Gurgaon, guys. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I still can't get over the fact. It's amazing. He's amazing. ये पूरी वीडियो देखूंगा मैं आज बैठ के. This is going to be fun. So कनेमा कुरन says ये दीपिका नारायण भारद्वाज को पूछता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. But the problem is that when Deepika was justifying the statements, that Rami AP Singh statement, we'll get to that as well. Don't worry about it. I'm not dropping it. You've sent it to me and I'm going to talk about it. चिंता मत करो. But first, this is very, very entertaining to me, so we need to watch it completely.
क्यों? कारण ये कि मर्दों में, लड़कों में, पुरुषों में अक्ल होती है।
अच्छा।
वो नहीं चाहते हैं कि बदन दिखाऊ, उघाड़ापन दिखा करके वो अपनी मूर्खता का परिचय दें।
अच्छा,
लेकिन
इसलिए सारे लौंडे जिमों में घिस-घिस के एब्स बनाते, राइट? इसलिए सलमान खान हर मूवी में एब शर्टलेस सीन करता है, इसलिए ऋतिक रोशन की बॉडी इतनी तगड़ी है, इसलिए बॉलीवुड में आज के टाइप एक्टर बनने के लिए 6 पैक एब्स आर लाइक द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट, राइट? चल फिर भी आगे चलते हैं।
औरतों के साथ ऐसा नहीं होता, उनको सुंदरता के नाम पे आप अर्धनग्न कर दो तो वो तैयार हो जाती। अच्छा, औरतों के साथ में एक दिक्कत और है। दिक्कत सबसे बड़ी ये है कि उनके जितने भी फैशन डिजाइनर हैं वो या तो गे है या ट्रांसजेंडर है या लेस्बियन है या बाइसेक्सुअल है।
अच्छा।
ये जो फैशन डिजाइनर होते हैं ये अपने अंदर की, चूंकि वो मर्द तो है ही नहीं इसलिए वो कुछ कर तो सकते नहीं है, तो अपने अंदर की जो कुंठा होती है स्त्री के प्रति, उस कुंठा को उजागर करने के लिए औरतों के लिए अर्धनग्न, बदन दिखाऊ, बदन उघाड़ू ड्रेस तैयार करते हैं और अपनी
Is Pixel online? What the hell is going on here? ये क्या चल रहा है? मोरियार्टी पे अबे भाई कने में कोने वो दीपिका तो पिंप है. What the guys, listen. I understand that you might disagree with somebody. क्या क्या बकचोदी काट रहे हो यार? हैं? क्या होता है पिंप? पता है तुम लोगों को? या कुछ भी बोलने से मतलब है? Justify that statement. Come on, go ahead. I'm right here. कुछ भी मत बोलो यार, at least make some sense. हैं? Go ahead. जब तक हम ये वीडियो कंटिन्यू करेंगे. This is entertaining. By the way, he just said सारे gays, transgendered, bisexuals इनकी गलती है जिसकी वजह से औरतों पे, जिसकी वजह से औरतें अर्धनग्न घूमती हैं. ठीक है,
कुंठा को औरतों के जरिए जाहिर करते हैं, लेकिन पढ़ी लिखी एमबीए, डॉक्टरेट ये सब महिलाएं भी उनके षड्यंत्र को समझ नहीं पाती है और उन एलजीबीटी के शिखंडी फैशन डिजाइनरों के षड्यंत्र में फंस करके और गंदे, अश्लील, भड़काऊ और उबकाऊ ड्रेस पहन करके इठलाती और इतराती हुई घूमती हुई नजर आ रही है.
this is amazing. Amazing. Because she was supporting AP Singh and justifying. Do you know what pimp means? Or is it just a random word that you try to use to insult people? है कुछ भी. And जहाँ तक है, she was not justifying. I have no problem with the language, but you have to justify your language when you're talking to me. That's the problem here. I'll ask you the reason you said that. Okay, so in 2013, Deepika will leave this video for a side because apparently this Moriarty Patriot needs some immediate attention. So be it. In 2013, Deepika Narayan made a reply to a tweet which she said what AP Singh said was about his own daughter. Leave him be. That is because. Okay, give me a second, guys. That's my mom's call. Okay, I'm going to take it on the stream. Hello. खाऊंगा मम्मी. हाँ बना के रख दो. यस. कुछ नहीं मंगाया. नहीं लाया. मैं स्ट्रीम पे हूँ बाय द वे. आपकी कॉल स्ट्रीम पे ही सुनी जा रही है. बाय. ओके मैं. ठीक है. Okay, now getting back. Yeah, in 2013, Deepika Narayan made a statement. AP Singh, who, if you guys don't know, was the advocate for the people who were accused and convicted in the Nirbhaya rape case. And he made a statement that अगर मेरी बेटी अगर ऐसा कुछ रात को ऐसे लड़के के साथ घूमती मिलेगी तो मैं उसे पता नहीं कुछ अपने फार्म हाउस में चला दूंगा, something some very dumb stuff. I remember reading that, listening to that. I'm saying like क्या चूतिया आदमी है. So Deepika Narayan made a statement where she said what he's saying is about his own daughter. Let me tell you the exact words because I have those, because I think Poonam said that to me. Yeah. What's misogynist in AP Singh's comments? He's talking about his own daughter. Let him. He's the father. So what he's saying, what she's saying, in my opinion, I don't agree with her. I really don't agree with her. I think that's a dumb statement. But everybody should be allowed to make dumb statements. And there is something called freedom of speech. And the hate speech, the concept of hate speech is nonsense in my opinion. Everybody should be allowed to say everything that they want to say. क्यों? ताकि हमें पता चल जाए कौन बेवकूफ़ है एंड किसकी हमें सुननी है और किसकी हमें नहीं सुननी है, बिकॉज अगर आप हेट स्पीच का टैग लगा के उसकी सारी गलत बोले हुए स्टेटमेंट्स को डिलीट करवा दोगे तो उसकी सिर्फ अच्छी स्टेटमेंट्स बच जाएंगी. हाउ वुड वी नो दैट ही इज दैट गाय इज डम? Yeah, but Deepika shouldn't have said that. But because of a one tweet that she made in 2013, you call her pimp. Really, dude? Have you seen Martyrs of Marriage? Have you seen the work she's done? So she made one tweet that you might not agree with. That might be wrong. I'm saying I think it's wrong. I think she shouldn't have defended that guy. That guy's a dumb guy. And I think I had a conversation with her regarding this, and she said that she doesn't like him. This was a few years back as well. He was at a protest, and I was also at that protest. I didn't want to hear to that guy. I was just meeting the victims of the false cases, trying to record their statements is all. हाँ, ये वही बात हुई ना, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस इज होम मैटर है भाई. यस, बात वही है. बट द थिंग इज दैट ही इज मेकिंग अ स्टेटमेंट दैट प्रूव्स टू अस द सेम पीपल दैट ही इज एन इडियट and he shouldn't be taken seriously. And it's good that he made that statement. I'm glad he made that statement so that now I know that I don't need to listen to him. He was making some good points in the start that there is a media trial going on. These people are not being given a complete freedom of and a complete choice of right. Karthik Sharma, अरे क्या हाल है भाई? I'm sorry, I was just too busy debating with the people. I didn't notice the पहले वाला मैसेज. कैसे हो? कैसे चली तेरी नौकरी वोकरी? He's a teacher in Akash, by the way. So yeah, you're right there. She shouldn't have made that tweet. But just because of one reply to a tweet that she made in 2013, now her whole life is, whole work and her entirety of her concept is now out of the window. Is that what you're saying? Is that how it works? She also supports shared parenting for these same animals. Shared parenting is important. Which animals are we talking about? Are there people who have been convicted of domestic violence or who have been accused of domestic violence? Because apparently, what I know and how I am reading the law is that you are innocent until you are proven guilty. Do you have the proof that she is actually supporting people who committed domestic violence? No, you don't. No, you don't. So saying that things here, that doesn't even make sense. Shared parenting is important. If my wife accuses me of domestic violence because she wants to, I lose the custody of my kids. What kind of justice is that? Is that really a defense? Okay, let's hear some more allegations on Deepika Narayan because I'm interested in this one now. And in Sariko हम थोड़ी देर बाद के लिए छोड़ेंगे. Is Pixel here, by the way? Pixel would like to hear this. Am I like these mentality who think daughter is a burden? I am a men's rights activist, bro. And literally the title of this video is dumb things men's rights activists. I know there are men's rights activists who say dumb stuff. What's the problem? I don't think there is any problem saying that yes, there are men's rights activists who are dumb as boards. Just like there are feminists who are dumb as boards. Bro, please do live streaming daily. Viewers approach has reduced than before. Yaar, haan, yaar, I understand, and I am trying to do it daily, and I'm also trying to make videos and post them. So that's going to be my forte from now on. I'll be doing a lot of live streaming because I enjoy live streaming more than actually making videos, but just individual videos. But for important topics, I will be making videos and posting them. So don't worry about that either. MRA like these mentality. Which MRAs are we talking about? Deepika Narayan never said that. I never said that. There are dumb men's rights activists. We are watching the video of one right now. So can we continue this video because this is very, very entertaining to me. And then we'll get back to your comments and whatever you might be saying.
देखिए, इस ड्रेस का, ऐसे परिधान का दुष्प्रभाव क्या हो रहा है? क्योंकि आचार्य श्री राम शर्मा ने कहा है कि जो जैसा करता है वैसा ही हो जाता है, जो जैसा सोचता है वैसा ही करता है और वैसा ही हो जाता है. अब आपने स्त्री को ड्रेस ऐसी गंदी पहना दी, वो वैसी ड्रेस पहनेगी, उसकी मानसिकता भी वैसी होगी. यही कारण है कि आजकल
छोटी ड्रेस पहनने से लड़की की मानसिकता खराब हो जाएगी. उसको देख के कमेंट पास करने वाले लड़कों की मानसिकता ठीक है, उसको छेड़ने वाले लड़कों की मानसिकता ठीक है. जो लड़की जिसने अर्धनग्न और जो मतलब ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड जितने हिंदी के बोले मेरे को नहीं आते भाई, वो ठीक है, वो गलत है, लड़की गलत है. एंड LGBT के जो सब का नाम ले दिया सर ने, वो सब जो हैं उनकी वजह से हो रहा है ये. जाके बेटा MRA NGOs को देखो, उनसे ये बोलेंगे कि पॉक्सो अक्यूज टू विजिटेशन राइट्स नहीं मिलने चाहिए, तो पहले 4 बोलेंगे कि पॉक्सो केसेस आर फॉल्स. वेल, लेट मी गेट अनदर वन. पॉक्सो पे एक्यूज करना कितना इजी है? डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया ऑफ अबाउट दैट? 17-18 साल से कम उम्र की अगर लड़की है, शी डजंट इवन हैव टू गिव हर ओन स्टेटमेंट. सो इफ देयर इज अ 9-year-old डॉटर, हर मदर हु हैज अ वेंडेटा apparently against the husband can file a POXO case. I know these cases. I've seen these cases. Yes, there might be some cases where the man is actually a pedophile and should not be given child rights. That is true. But what makes you think that the case is real? You know how easy it is to file a false POXO case? The child doesn't even have to give testimony. His mother can give the testimony for him or her. And if the woman is already on the point that she's filing a false case on her husband, what makes you think she won't file case on the behalf of the child, that so that he doesn't even get a visitation, let alone custody? There are half-minded people don't care about the child's life. Yes, and feminists are among them as well. I have seen cases where a father hasn't seen his own daughter for 6 years, and 6 साल से उसकी माँ बैठ के उसके दिमाग में यही भर रही है, father doesn't love you, your father doesn't love you, and his father is dying. I know that man personally. I'll show you his interview. He's dying personally to meet his daughter, and he hasn't met her in 6 years. She was 3 when she was taken away from him. Why? And let me tell you why. Because his wife had an affair, and as soon as she left him, she married that guy, and now they have another son with him as well. She has that. So what was that man's fault? He lost his wife, he lost his reputation, he lost 3 years of his life, he lost 50 lakh rupees, and he lost his child. So you are not going to defend that woman? What kind of a statement is that? Okay, in some cases there are POXO cases, so every man should not be given child custody. Is that your statement? Is that your defense? You can do better than that, my man. Try again. Meanwhile, I'll continue with this beautiful video.
कि नई लड़कियां बात बेबात हिजड़ों के समान हंगामा करके और ये सारे हिजड़ों जैसे कृत्य करना चालू कर देती, क्योंकि स्त्रीयोचित गुण तो उनमें बचे ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो ड्रेस भी वैसी ही पहन रही है हिजड़ों के समान की, तो उनका व्यवहार भी.
So now he has just not only completely violated the females and their rights, but he has attacked every single aspect of humanity except men, from gays to lesbians to bisexuals to transgenders to hermaphrodites. किसी को नहीं छोड़ा हमारे भाई ने. He has attacked everybody. सब गलत है, ठीक है? Everybody is wrong.
हिजड़ों के समान ही हो गया है. जैसा कि आपने देखा लखनऊ में कैब ड्राइवर के साथ बदतमीजी करती हुई एक बेहया लड़की जिसका नाम है प्रियदर्शनी, उसका उदाहरण बहुत बड़ा आपने देखा होगा. देखिए,
Yeah, that case was actually real. I hate that woman. But everybody, bhai, she got her what she deserved. So what is the solution? So that neither the child has to stay with the same perpetrator and the false victim to get justice. Well, until the allegations are proven, both the parents should have equal custody of the child. So, and if there is a POXO case, and there are any merits to that case, merits to the case, and that's important, merits to the case, because on statements alone you cannot prove, and until you can prove, you are not guilty, and you should have custody to your child. And there are very few times when in a matrimonial case a POXO case is involved actually. That's pathetic. Like, I've seen so many times. Child custody is something that you will never win at if you're a man. No matter what your wife does, even she's an adulteress, even if she sleeps with 10 men a day, even if she does whatever, even if she doesn't make money, she will be given the custody of the child. Even if you have done nothing wrong, you will lose your child if your wife wants to leave you. What kind of justice is that? What kind of justice is that? Parth says, I know in 2005 the court said I have never seen a male animal take care of children, so only women should. Yeah, because we are animals, right? It's not like our brain sizes are twice as any primates, and we are civilized and we have technological advancement. No, we're still animals. We're still living in the jungle, and only women take care of children. Right? Yes, agreed.
तथाकथित नारी स्वतंत्रता और सशक्तिकरण और मॉडर्निटी और फैशन का दुष्प्रभाव ये हुआ है कि सन 1980 में लड़कियां कॉलेज में साड़ी पहनती थी, उसके बाद साड़ी गायब हो गई। अब आ गए सलवार सूट, सलवार सूट के साथ में जीन्स भी आ गए, फिर सलवार सूट धीरे धीरे पूरा गायब हो गया, उसकी जगह स्किन टाइट लेगिंग्स, स्लैक्स, ये सारी चीज़ें आ गई। 2010 आते आते पारदर्शी और स्किन कलर के लेगिंग्स आ गए, जिसमें जब लड़कियां पहन के घूमती है तो दूर से आती हुई कोई लड़की जो है उसका निचला हिस्सा चूंकि वो स्किन कलर की ड्रेस है और स्किन टाइट है तो अर्धनग्न नजर आती है, ऐसा दिखता है कि नीचे जैसे उसने कुछ पहन ही नहीं।
By the way, have you guys ever seen somebody wear a skin colored jeggings? I'm going to be very honest here. I've been in metropolitan cities most of my life. I have never seen any woman wear skin colored jeggings. And if she does, yeah, it will distance से हो सकता है लगे कि she's not wearing anything, but I don't know because I really haven't seen it. Exposing हमारे cases take 3 to 4 years to close, so what you are implying is that the child meet and stay with the rapist in case of real cases. How do you know that it's a rapist? That is the problem. This is a difficult. I'm not saying that they should, but that's a difficult situation. Anybody can accuse anybody of anything. Is there any proof? That's at the discretion of the judge. If there is any evidence, he can even deny the custody before the conviction. That's understandable. But even if there is no evidence, just a statement given by a woman, how can you accept that as an evidence? That's not evidence. And we're not talking about rapists here. That's in very few cases that a woman, that in a matrimonial case, a POXO case is involved. I'm talking about the cases where that's not involved. The man still doesn't get the custody. What you are trying to do is find the 10, maybe 5% of the total matrimonial cases and trying to make that, to use that as an argument for the entire space of where men don't get the custody. Let's, for 1 minute, even though that's important, we'll discuss that. Let's keep the cases where the POXO case is involved aside. Right, and we focus on the rest of the 90% of cases where a woman files case on the husband and the case is false and the man loses the custody. What about those cases? What about those cases? Let me know. I'm here. And क्या नाम है कुरन, इसका दिमाग खराब है. अरे अभी तो there is more यहाँ पे भी पढ़ेंगे. This is beautiful. This is fantastic.
रखा हो. उसके आगे अगर अपन चलते हैं तो उसके बाद में जो जीन्स पैंट थी वो भी लो वेस्ट हो गई. अब लो वेस्ट जीन्स पहन करके जब
लो वेस्ट जीन्स बाय द वे 80s में शुरू हुई थी, 2010 में नहीं, राइट? I mean I'm not like a fashion like wizard guy, but I think लो वेस्ट जीन्स बहुत पहले शुरू हो गई थी बेल बॉटम्स के साथ ही.
कि अपने बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ में बाइक पे बैठती है तो वो नीचे खिसक जाता है तो उसमें उसके जो अंतर वस्त्र है उनकी जो ब्रांड नेम के साथ में दिखाई देने लगे और भी अश्लील दिखाई देने लगे. बात यहाँ तक नहीं रुकी.
सर ने बहुत ध्यान से देखा है सारी चीज़ों को, ठीक है? सर ने ब्रांड नेम भी पढ़े हैं, सर को पता है ब्रांड नेम की बात हो रही है, सर ध्यान से ब्रांड नेम पढ़ते हैं. जब भी कोई लड़की बाइक पे पीछे बैठी होती है सर ब्रांड नेम ढूंढते हैं, ठीक है?
ये घिनौनापन, ये अश्लीलता, ये तथाकथित घिनौनापन जो है और भी नीचे तक उतर गया. क्या हुआ कि जो सलवार सूट पहनती थी वो सलवार सूट जो नीचे घुटनों के यहाँ से कटा होता था वो धीरे धीरे कमर से कटने लग गया, फिर और उससे ऊपर आ गए नाभि से कटने लग गया और फिर और उससे ऊपर हो गया और नीचे से छोटा होता चला गया. नीचे वो
ओके, अंडरस्टैंड देन. Support only custody to father, and for that every MRA asks for a very legitimate demand of punishment of the false accuser. Bro, I'm not getting it. Okay, understand then. Support only custody to father, and for that even MRA asks for a very legitimate demand of punishment of false accuser. False accusers don't get punished, bro. You don't know that. False accusers don't get punished. Well, when there is a POXO case involved, if as you might know or might not know, as I am studying law, that's at the discretion of the judge. So if there are merits to that case, if there is any evidence and witness that is not directly involved in the family, for example, so wife के अलावा, उसके बॉयफ्रेंड के, उसके माँ बाप के, उसके भाई के अलावा, if there is any other witness, any other evidence, any physical evidence, eyewitness testimony, then in those cases I think it's understandable. But तुम फिर गलत जा रहे हो. You're still going again in the wrong direction. I asked you that in the cases where POXO is not involved, the man still doesn't get the custody. What do we do in those cases? You are talking about 5% of 5%, right? Why are we talking about 5% of 5%? Let's go to the other side, other 95%. वहां पर क्या? You're not defending the right point. You are going to the obscure part where you know you have something to talk about. What about the other 95% men who are not accused of POXO and still lose the custody of their child? वहां क्या? Answer me about those and I'll answer your question about POXO, because my sample size is bigger. I'm talking about 95% of the cases. You're talking about only 5% of the cases. So let's discuss the 95% first, and then we'll discuss the 5%. We absolutely will. I know they don't get punished, so I told legitimate demand. You said demand. You didn't say right. You said legitimate demand. Okay, so now I'm supposed to consider that you are not biased. You are, and that's okay. I have no problem with you being biased. ऋषभ says ब्रांड नेम से ज़्यादा लड़कों देखता है झुकते टाइम लो वेस्ट में. आगे ठीक है.
स्किन टाइट लेगिंग्स या वो पहन लेती है. अब जो 40 पार से ऊपर की बूढ़ी गोड़ी लाल लगाम लेकर के वो भी जब अपनी एक्टिवा या बाइक पे चलती है तो उसकी जांघें, उसके नितंब बड़े अश्लील, भोंडे और घिनौने तरीके से दिखाती हुई चलती हैं. अब और आगे चलें. ये जो 80 पार 40 पार की जो तथाकथित बुढ़ऊ औरतें हैं, ये अपने आप को नवयुवक
40 पार बुढ़ऊ औरतें. माय मैन इज अबव 50 एंड 40 पार वाली औरतें बुढ़ऊ हैं. ठीक है. दिस इज अमेजिंग स्टफ. ये वीडियो तुम्हें मुझे पहले भेजनी चाहिए थी. दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल.
गुना समझने चालू कर दिया. इसके आगे जब हम 2018 से ले 2020 में हम आते हैं तो भैया ये जो लो वेस्ट जीन्स भी खत्म हो गई, स्किन टाइट लेगिंग्स भी खत्म हो गई. अब नव यौवनाओं के रूप में तथाकथित शादीशुदा स्त्रियां और लड़कियां अपने बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ या नए नवेले जो मूर्ख किस्म के, जो स्त्री लंपट किस्म के जो पति होते हैं, उनके साथ में हाफ पैंट, शॉर्ट्स और चेन की चड्डी पहनना चालू कर दी. और उस
स्त्री लंपट पति, चेंज की चड्डियां. दिस इज अमेजिंग.
के बाद में इतराती और इतलाती हुई घूमने चालू कर दिया. भाई इस तरह से स्त्री लंपट आदमियों, एलजीबीटी के शिखंडी फैशन डिजाइनरों, फिल्मी भांडों और हाई प्रोफाइल फिल्मी वेश्याएं, जिन्हें कि आप हीरोइन कहते हैं, इन
हाई प्रोफाइल फिल्मी वेश्याएं. ओह, जस्ट ब्यूटीफुल इजंट इट? ये आदमी औरतों के नितंब क्यों देखते हैं? नाइस वन वायलेट, नाइस वन. आई लाइक दैट.
सबके षड्यंत्र में फंस करके नारी की सौम्यता, सुंदरता, संस्कार, लज्जा, अस्मिता, एग्जिस्टेंस, ये सब खत्म कर दिया गया है. और सरे बाजार नंगे घुमाने का एक फैशन, एक कंपटीशन चालू कर दी गई है. और जल्दी ही आप देखेंगे हिंदुस्तान में भी कि ये हाफ पैंट, शॉर्ट्स और चेंज की चड्डियाँ भी खत्म हो जाएगी. और जैसा कि वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में बॉडी पेंटिंग करके महिलाएं घूम रही है, आगे चल के इस देश में भी महिलाएं बॉडी पेंटिंग करके घूमना चालू कर देगी. और एक दिन वो भी आ सकता है जब आप किसी स्त्री को कपड़े पहनने, वस्त्र पहनने की, परिधान पहनने की सलाह दोगे तो आपके ऊपर 354 यानी कि छेड़छाड़ और 376 यानी कि बलात्कार लग सकता है. ये समय आने वाला है. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो महिला संगठन है, महिला आयोग है, महिलाओं के जितने अलग अलग जो संस्थान हैं, इनके द्वारा, और जो हिंदुस्तान की ज्यूडिशरी, उसकी मंशा तो यही है कि स्त्री को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अश्लील बनाया जाए, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नंगा घुमाया जाए. तो आगे चल करके आपको ये सारी चीज़ें देखने को मिल सकती है. हमारा ये कहना है संस्था पुरुष का कि क्या तथाकथित महिला सशक्तिकरण और महिला स्वतंत्रता स्त्री के नंगेपन में ही है? यदि नहीं तो फिर इसको बदलना चाहिए. इसके साथ ही आज के वीडियो को मैं यहीं पर समाप्त करने के आप लोगों से.
And the only legitimate point he makes is now pointless because of all the other garbage that he said. Do you guys get that? Like, the point was that, yeah, being half naked and wearing short clothes is not everything there is to empowerment. So there can be a lot of other things. We should be focusing on other things as well. But nahi, all the other garbage he said has now completely ruined the actual point that he was trying to make, which might be, if not correct, then at least understandable. But because of that, in the same video, he vilified women. सारी औरतें जन्मजात मूर्ख होती हैं, ठीक है? आज से आई वांट दिस टू बी अ टैग लाइन भाई साहब, जन्मजात मूर्ख होते हैं, ठीक है? सो डॉक्टर अनुप्रिया, इफ यू आर वाचिंग मी, even though you have done MBBS from a government college and you're preparing to do MS from a government college, आप जन्मजात मूर्ख है, ठीक है? My sister, who happens to be assistant director in the enforcement department, all India rank 196, सीजल 2012, वो जन्मजात मूर्ख है, ठीक है? मूर्ख। एंड जितने भी MBA MBBS कर लेती हैं लड़कियाँ, सब मूर्ख होती हैं, बिकॉज वो इनके जंजाल में फंस जाती हैं, ठीक है ना? आई भाई 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 भाई, आप बोले थे कि आप इसको जानते हैं, क्या हुआ? हाँ, आई नो हिम. I mean, I don't know him, but I've met him. Like, so okay, 2 अक्टूबर को जंतर मंतर पे हर साल प्रोटेस्ट होता है फॉर मेंस राइट, विच आर इज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय हिज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आई वेंट देयर. The speech I gave was at the same protest in 2019, and the last time I went there was 2022. That is also where I met Deepika Narayan. She wasn't there to talk to them. That's where she said that these are dumb people, and she was there to meet that guy who had been accused of rape and was in jail for 20 years, falsely accused of rape, and was in jail for 14 years. He was there, and he had asked Deepika Narayan to be there, and he wanted to meet her. That's why she was there. That's where I met her. Impression, यार impression पता है क्या होता है? When I met him, वहाँ पर, it might be 2021, 2022, I don't remember. Yeah, might be 2021. So what happened was, I was there, and I went to him, and I told him कि I was not alone there. I was with a few people, good friends of mine. I think Atul was there, Jatin was there, and what we were doing was, we were trying to talk to the victims. That's what I go to there to do actually. वहाँ मैं सिर्फ यही करने जाता हूँ. I go there to talk to the victims and get their stories, because even there is even a video that I'll post. Like, okay, let me get you guys a link. Should be here somewhere. Give me a minute, guys. नीले का करने के तेले, मैं कहाँ गई यार? मैंने इतनी वीडियो पोस्ट भी नहीं करी है. मेरे को भी वीडियोस ढूंढने में टाइम लग रहा है. हद होती है किसी बात की. It should be around here. Yeah, there it is. It's my second most viewed videos, by the way. Okay, here it is. Shut up. This is the video, and that video was recorded on the same day that I gave that speech. If you guys heard my speech that I did that I posted yesterday, I think today I posted it, and I played it in the last live stream. So this was a video, and I met a lot of victims there. I went there to meet the victims. So I told them that if anybody wants to get their stories heard and get their message across, they can talk to me. I'll be there with my. I was there with my full camera setup, and I was going to record interviews. And after that, we stayed there. And my friend, after listening to these people talk, and my friend came up to me and he was like, "Dude, क्या बोल रहे हैं लोग?" And I was like, क्या हुआ? So I was sat there and I was listening to these people, and भाई the misogyny, very similar to these lines, but इतने लंपट फलाना ढिमकाना ऐसे words use नहीं हो रहे थे वहाँ पे. लेकिन there were a lot of very like, oh, like we were like क्या हो रहा है? And then what happened was, and you guys don't even know this, let me tell you guys about it. What happened was that a woman stood up on stage who was from Asharam's foundation. And she was like, हमारे गुरुजी को भी ऐसे ही फंसाया था झूठे केस में. And I was like, what? And that's when I was like, okay. We stepped back and we were like, okay, we are never coming back to this damn place again. हैं? That guy? कब से केस चल रहा है उस पर ही एंड पता नहीं दे सेड समथिंग लाइक हमारे गुरुजी ने तो एक बस लड़की के सिर पे हाथ रखा था एंड उसने पता नहीं झूठा किया लाइक डेड बॉडीज मिली हैं तुम्हारे आश्रम में से व्हाट द हेल आर यू गाइस टॉकिंग अबाउट तुम पे कितने केसेस हैं गिनती भी नहीं है एंड आई वाज लाइक उसके बाद तो आई डिडंट केयर अबाउट एनी इंप्रेशंस आई डिडंट केयर अबाउट एनीबॉडी और एनीथिंग एंड आई वाज लाइक आई एम डन Okay, he has sent me a photo. Kunam has sent me a photo. Let me check what's in the photo. NCM indica time and again we advise people to avoid getting married to a girl if she works in the police department, media, NGO, or if she is in politics or is a lawyer. But people call us misogynists, but this is a fact we have seen so in so many cases. Yeah. So this is a pattern that they have studied and they are now talking about it and this is based on the data they have. It might not be correct, it might be biased, which it is, but what's wrong with that? Yeah, even I've heard that from a lot of people. Don't marry a female lawyer. I heard that a lot of times. Lot, and not from misogynist people. I'm talking about I've heard that from other female lawyers. Then don't marry a female lawyer. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I have no idea why that is. I have no experiences with that. Guys, give me a minute again. Mummy, again calling. हाँ मम्मी. मम्मा लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ मैं. नहीं, मैं 10 बजे जब शिफ्ट स्ट्रीम खत्म करूँगा उसके बाद खा के फिर ऑफिस के शिफ्ट पे बैठना. बाय बाय मम्मी, थोड़ी देर में. My mom is very keen on getting me dinner because मैंने अभी खाना नहीं खाया. ये जनरली नहीं है क्या? What are we talking about generally? Kanem. How do you pronounce your first name, by the way? Kaname? I'm sure that's an anime name, by the way. Okay, so we have a lot of friends from Violet. Exposing MRM, you stopped talking about that. I said we will talk about the 5% cases where a POXO case is involved in the matrimonial cases. I want to talk about the other 95% of cases where a woman accuses a man and he loses the custody of his child. 95% of those cases don't involve any POXO involvement. So what do we do in those 95% of cases where a man still loses the custody of his child even if he is not accused of POXO? Tell me that. Like 95% of the cases are more deserve the attention first, right? Because for that we can find a discussion later and we will talk about the other 5% as well. But पहले मुझे 95% का आंसर दो. क्या भाई क्या? That's a very shoddy argument to at the best कि वो पॉक्सो इन्वॉल्व है कैसे दे देंगे कस्टडी. अब पॉक्सो इन्वॉल्व नहीं है कस्टडी तो जब भी नहीं मिलती जब क्या कर ले भाई? What should we do in that point? बताओ. हाँ, maybe she's not married yet. I think. And married to Pakana, but she's older than me. God. Yeah, these people are not making generalized. These people are generalizing. And if any of you hasn't joined my Discord server, if you go to my Discord server, I have only 4 rules. I have only 4 rules. And let me show you guys the very basic rules that I have on my Discord server. This is my server, and these are the 4 rules that I have. This is just a statement, like मैंने ऐसे बोल दी थी. Do not be unreasonably disrespectful to other members and have a discussion on your depression. Do not self-promote. We welcome all kinds of ideas. Don't generalize. You see that? We cannot generalize. Cannot generalize. And these people are generalizing, which is wrong, but what they are saying is from the data that they have collected. They have talked to hundreds and thousands of false cases, and what they notice is that the more aware the woman is about her power in the law, the more likely she is to use it, which is obvious. Because it's an unreasonable power, and if you are not aware of your unreasonable power, then you don't know what to do it. But when you get aware of your unreasonable power that you can destroy a man's life without any evidence or anything whatsoever, then obviously you're going to do something wrong with it. So this is the data that they have collected. This has nothing to do with their personal opinions, even though they are biased and they are generalizing, but this is the data that they have collected. And then agreed to shared parenting on those cases. But those are 95% of the cases. You agree with me, but you won't talk about it. You won't do anything about it. You won't support a man when he says that he lost a custody of his child. So what's the point of you agreeing with it now? Those are the 95% men that I talk about here. They don't get custody of their child. Under any circumstances, they don't get the custody of their child. So what should they do? Kill themselves? That seems like the only reasonable proposition, as they don't have any other power. Batao bhaiya, I'm still listening. Go ahead. You people claim that men's right activists are men's right movement is cancer and men's right activism is cancer, and you just agreed with the most basic point that in 95% of the cases, a man loses a custody of his child even though he has done nothing wrong. But you won't do anything about it. You won't support that man. Of course you won't. Because that doesn't serve your agenda and your picture of the world, that the world is full of misogyny and all women are oppressed and all men have the power over women. It doesn't support your idea of the ideal world which you live in. So you won't support that man either. That's how your ideology works. How mine, I wouldn't say ours, I don't know for anybody else's. How my ideology works is everybody should get an opportunity to defend themselves. Everybody should have equal rights and equal power in front of the law. But we don't. I'm not saying every MRA is the same. I am not a men's right activist. I don't like calling myself that anymore. I used to. But हमने अभी इतनी beautiful video देखी है. I don't support these people, yaar. This is beyond ridiculous. Like, I have a very simple thing. Everybody should get equal opportunities, and equal power in front of the law, which we don't have, which we will never have. जिस तरीके से, and we are going in the wrong direction. Even you tried to defend your argument about shared parenting by pointing at the 5% of the POXO cases, completely disregarding the other 95%, where a man loses his child. Do you know what it feels like for a 35-year-old man to lose his wife and then lose his child? Then they are dragged across court, begging the court, providing evidence to prove that he's a good father. To prove that he's a good father, so that he can meet his own child. 2 घंटे की visitation, supervised visitation मिलती है हफ्ते में एक बार. पता है तुम्हें what it feels like to have your lawyers and police present to meet your own child, and then eventually your child stops recognizing you and calls you uncle? You know what that feels like? Of course you don't, because you never thought about that. Because the only part you think about is the other part, which is women. What women face, what women go through. Nobody cares about what men go through. Why would they? It's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. This is what you have been reading, what you have been seeing all your life in media. Because people don't want you to think that there is anything wrong with men. So why are you getting triggered on my name? I'm sorry about that. कभी-कभी हम भावनाओं में बह जाते हैं थोड़ा सा, और कुछ नहीं. Yeah, it's okay. And these kind of people need to be seen and ridiculed, and this is pathetic to say the least. But the choice of words and how articulate the Hindi was in that video is what gets me. Like, इतने sophisticated तरीके से इतनी लीचड़ बातें मैंने बहुत कम लोगों को करते हुए देखा है. ठीक है ना? It's hilarious to say the least. If you have any more men's right content that you would like me to view, I would definitely love to view. Oh, I remember. Let me get something here. There is a page on Instagram that I want you guys to see. If I can get it. What the hell's going on? Chal kyun nahi raha? It's on Instagram. Is Instagram down? Why is Instagram not working? There's a page on Instagram. I don't remember. Uh, I think it's patriarchy something, something patriarchy. Patriarchal phenomenon. If you guys can see this page, यार कैसे दिखाऊं? Because for some reason Instagram is not opening in my laptop. This is a spectacular. The kitchen is spicy with spices, glossy with glassware, and the office of wives. This is their story. Like, how do I show you the guys this? Give me a second. Okay. You see this? See this? This is their latest story. And then if you go to the next one, give me a second. If you go to their channel, it's called Patriarchal Phenomenon. And the first lessons modern wives must seek from female secretaries and maids. Have you ever heard about the saying, men fall for housemaids? In today's world, where there are no feminine and wifely characteristics in modern wives, husbands tend to fall for their female genders who are accountable and answerable to those husbands. Precisely, husband falls for their women, maid and secretaries. This entire page is full of the best quality misogyny you will ever find. It's called Patriarchal Phenomenal. And if you go through their Instagram, their entire thing is about how women should be in the kitchen, women should cook, women should clean for their man, women should be submissive to their husbands, and then they will be happy. And look at this post. Never marry women who believe in gender equality. अब क्या बोले? And I understand why people say men's right movement is trash, because there are dumb idiots like this in the world who spoil our name for us. भाई क्या करें? What can we do? There are people like me who are trying to do something good, trying to make some changes, but that doesn't work anymore. Because these people get more attention. Because these people say provocative things. And that creates the problem. Also, guys, if you're new to the stream, please do like, Praveek is finally online. Kya haal hai, bro? It's been a long time. Exposing MRA. How old are you? Okay, I have a personal question. देखेंगे तो दिमाग खराब होता है. दिमाग तो मेरा भी बहुत खराब होता है. Trust me. Like, this is more painful to me. Watching these men's right activists, so-called men's right activists, talk this dumb misogynistic shit makes me so much more mad than watching feminists say dumb stuff. Because at least there are some people saying smart things on the side of feminism. But this is just... क्या करें भाई? And bro, I have a question to ask. Go ahead. भैया after 7 months. अरे रमन कैसा है भाई? Yeah, it's been a long time यार. I'm finally back. Going to be live streaming every day. Do drop a like on the stream, thank you. और मैंने कल वीडियो भी पोस्ट करी है मेरी स्पीच की, रमन. I think you'll enjoy that speech. Go watch it. Did you research about the dolls, AIs and sex bots? Yes, I did. And as you know, it is for research purposes, and I am very, very thorough with my research. So it's going to take me some time to go through the entire data that can be found on internet regarding these things. So it's going to take some time on that. And then we'll get back to you. यार पता है, that's must. Medico. I regularly used to watch your videos, but अभी बहुत busy चल रहा हूँ भाई. It's understandable bro, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. You watch my videos when you can. You join the stream when you can. So where were you, brother? बहुत miss किया. Is everything alright? Yeah, अब everything is fine. I was working actually in Gurgaon and I had a few problems going on, but it's all right now. I'm back home. यहाँ पे थोड़े दिन में ग्रीन स्क्रीन भी होगी, सो दैट आई कैन शो यू गाइज नाइस बैकग्राउंड्स, नियाग्रा फॉल्स दिखा देंगे आपको बैकग्राउंड में इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस blank void. And Ivar, obviously, I need a lot of help, as much help as I can get. By the way, we just hit 14 concurrent viewers, which is the maximum for this stream. Guys, please go drop a like. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Why were you against shared parenting, athlete? There I agree on. Children need both parents. They do, but they don't get it. They don't get both parents. They don't get a father. Because if there is any kind of matrimonial dispute, the first one that gets cropped from the family is the man. He never gets the custody of his child, even if no matter what the woman does. That I know for a case in which the woman has left the child at her parents' house, has gone to Germany, some other country, and still the man is not allowed to see his child. भैया आपका ये बैकग्राउंड भी क्रोमा हो जाएगा. आई नो ब्रो, हो जाएगा. आई ट्राई टू पिक इट अप बट इतना क्लीन नहीं हो पा रहा है. आई नो दिस इज वेरी वेरी मोनोटोन कलर एंड इट कैन बी रिमूव्ड, एंड आई थिंक मैं आई कैन डू दैट इन प्रीमियर प्रो, बट ओबीएस में नहीं हो पा रहा है. आई डू दैट. I mean at MRI in cancer. Arey, this understandable, yaar. Because these people don't think the arguments through. They just want to attack people for what they are. Like if you like the name says MRI means cancer. Understandable. Because there are a lot of people saying dumb shit, जैसे कि हमने आज देखा. तो उसके बाद everybody who says that their MRM is the same. For example, like men's rights activists do. Everybody who says they're a feminist, bakwas. Same thing. Pravik, I wanted to ask you views about Andrew Tate. What do you think about him? I think he's doing overacting. Pravik, actually हमने पिछली 2 streams में बात करी है यार Andrew Tate के बारे में. So if you want to look through them, you can. But Andrew Tate, yeah, he is overacting obviously because he's a provocateur. He's saying provocative things to get attention, and he's succeeding. And I don't see any problem with that. I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but that's fine. I like some of the things Andrew Tate says. Like Andrew Tate is the like top. He calls himself top G, right? And like he has a Bugatti, and I'm a gearhead. I love cars, and he has some beautiful cars. Let me tell you, beautiful cars. And some of the things he says are kind of like make sense. Like if I had a Bugatti, you think that I won't have as many chicks as I want? You think if I am that rich that I can own a Bugatti? You know what that gets me? As far as female attention is concerned. And you think that's not true? You won't get any good woman if they're attracted by your money. Who wants a good woman? When I have money. That's going to be down the line where I eventually want to get settled down. But I'm young. I'm rich. This is not my opinion. I'm just Andrew Tate की तरह बात करके दिखा रहा हूँ मैं. That's all. ठीक है? मेरे को सीरियसली मत मिले ना. अब ये कोई क्रॉप करके लगा देगा साहिल शिकारा इज मिसोजिनिस्ट फलाना ढमकाना. टॉप जी साहिल, yeah, टॉप जी. सो शुड आई टॉक लाइक एंड्रू टेट? एक मिनट, लेट मी ट्राई दैट. Cigar, right? I don't have a cigar. I'll find something more appealing than a pen. Yeah, that's right. So I'm in Miami, right? And these two chicks pull up to me, and I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch." And then this other guy pulls up, and I knock him clean on his face. This is Candle, by the way. If you think I do cocaine, I don't do cocaine. This is Candle. Also, क्या कह रहा है रमन? Shared parenting means custody and alimony belongs to female side. Yeah, in practice, yeah. Also, most of the separated moms toxic their kids regarding parental side, so that they will become adult. They got most of the edge on the custody. That happens most of the times. That if a woman gets custody of their child, even if the man did nothing, she will fill that kid's brain with as much poison as possible, so that जब eventually वो बड़ा होके उसमें दिमाग आए, now that he is free to meet his father whenever he or she is free to meet his father whenever he wants, they don't, because why would they? Few words for she the people. अरे she the people तो भैया, I have actually a video on my channel that says dumb thing feminists say she the people. आजकल क्या कर रहे हैं वो लोग? Let me take a look. She the people is one of the most toxic feminist channels. They say a lot of very, very misogynistic stuff.
I would get
Shut up. Let me take a look. Change in female body after sex, okay. Different colors of vaginal discharges and why they, okay. Education, nice, 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 nice. Contemporary fiction, can I prevent pregnancy without contraceptives? Risk management होता क्या है? Post-COVID hair loss, challenges in cyberspace for women. Oh, I want to watch that. Violation of women's right online. It is more prevalent. I really want to watch these and then like shit on them. What do you guys think? Should I? आज तो नहीं हो पाएगा. It's already 9:47 and my shift starts at 10:30 and I have to eat some food. What do you guys think? Should I do a next stream that says dumb things she the people says and do another thing like going through their entire like latest videos and like dumping on them? क्या सोचते? Should I do that? Should I make reaction? Should I start making reaction videos? Top G, yeah, top G. So maybe I should start wearing glasses indoor, sunglasses indoor, right? To look like Andrew Tate. So maybe I should shave my hair, get some tattoos. And if you guys might not know, but I am actually started kickboxing. I'm starting to learn kickboxing. I'm actually kind of good. I'm kind of really good at boxing. I'm really bad at kicking right now. But I am learning, and Andrew Tate happens to be a kickboxer. But I love tattoos. उसकी तरह tattoos कराऊंगा. But then I'll get banned from every social media concept as well, so I don't want that. Can you tell me how can I remain consistent in running? It is difficult for me. Do you have any pro tips? Of course, bro. Running is something that I deeply love. And for me, you get something that you do only when you're running. So let me get you this. What you do is you start listening to books like Audible or something like that. You download books from the illegally download them. I don't care. Download them and start listening to books while you're running and run at a slow pace. I have always recommended Nike Run Club app. So use the Nike Run Club app, use their inbuilt runs which will guide you slowly through the pace, which will teach you how to run, and then they will be better. How to run means because you run at the slowest pace possible. When you are trying to do long distance running and running for just health, how you run is तुम उस pace पे भागो जिस पे it's the slowest pace possible, जिस पे तुम्हें पता है बहुत देर तक भाग सकते हो, and then you keep running and you keep running and you keep running. Like I can run for like my run for 21 kilometers that day. I ran for 2 hours and 8 minutes straight without one single pause or even walking. I kept running for the entire distance. And you know my kilometer per minute, minutes per kilometer were 6.238 minutes per kilometer for 21 kilometers. That's the best pace I've ever had. मैं इतनी पेस पे 10 किलोमीटर भी नहीं भागा कभी जितने पे मैं 21 किलोमीटर भाग लिया. Because you slowly build into the pace. तुम पहले पेस नहीं सोचोगे, पहले तुम सिर्फ टाइम देखोगे कि मुझे 40 मिनट भागना है. Don't look at the distance, don't look at the speed, look at the time. Decide कर लिया, okay, 40 minutes is my run today. I'm going to run for 40 minutes straight. किसी भी पेस पे चलना पड़े चलूंगा, भागना पड़े भागूंगा, go slow. And कनम कुरन से थोड़ी सी और इस बारे में बोलिए यार. आप कर पता क्या, you guys are trying to make me say a lot of things and I am no problem saying those because आज एक बात जो मैं अंडरस्टैंड कर गया हूँ ये वीडियो देखने के बाद is that no matter what you say about this guy, he won't listen to you. He is fixed. And this is some of the dumbest thing I've ever heard. मतलब एक ही वीडियो में ही attacked feminists, women, gays, lesbians, transgenders, hermaphrodites, everybody. And then males who support females. Like I understand few things. Like this clothing debate is always very difficult, right? It's very controversial. It's very difficult because in my opinion, and this is going to sound very controversial, but I'm going to say it because it's my opinion. You should dress according to where you're going. So if I'm going to an office, मेरा office where I work, if a woman walks into that office wearing a mini skirt, that's not appreciated. It doesn't look professional. If she comes into the office wearing a crop top and shorts, that's not professional. You're stepping into a professional place. It's an office. Dress accordingly. I'm not telling you what to dress, but there are things that you should and should. I cannot show up to my office wearing boxers and a sando, right? Because that is not professional. I understand that. So you should dress professionally as well. Now when we are going to a club, wear whatever you want. I don't care, right? But when people come to the place where they shouldn't be dressed like that, that's where it becomes a problem. That's where I don't like it. It's not a problem for me. I don't care, but that's where it's a problem. Like if a woman steps into the office I work at wearing a like super short one piece that is off shoulder, it doesn't look professional. It's a professional place. Dress accordingly. That's what I think about clothing, and that's all I have because I'm nobody to tell somebody क्या पहनना है भाई. I'm nobody. I'm wearing shorts right now, and I'm a live stream talking to you guys. I don't care what you wear. एक minute. Is the lighting good, or is it just me? Is the lighting bad today? पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. What are you guys saying? भैया after video please check WhatsApp. Sure bro, sure will do. तो यही प्रॉब्लम है, इसलिए लोगों को हमारे पागल लगते हैं. अंडरस्टैंडेबल. यार पता है क्या है, इसीलिए दैट्स वन ऑफ द रीजन that I have stepped back from this whole men's right thing, because there are so many people saying so much stupid stuff that I'm like क्या बोलूँ मैं इनको, क्या बताऊँ, क्या सिखाऊँ, भाड़ में जान दो. I really don't want to, so I don't. I just step back. I'm like ठीक है भाई, तुम लोगों को जो करना है कर लो, मैं अपना कर लूँगा. I'm okay with doing that. I really am okay with doing that. What should be in the speed in kilometer of running, both maximum and minimum? Any ideas? Kilometers per by I don't have kilometers per hour, but I think you should maintain around 7 minutes per kilometer as your pace. 7 minutes per kilometer is a good pace, and then you can slowly try. Yeah, to be honest, I can't even tell you what pace it is. When you start running, you run at that pace जिस पे तुम लग रहा है कि यार इस पे तो मैं बहुत देर तक भाग सकता हूँ. फाइंड योर ओन रिदम, फाइंड योर ओन पेस. किसी और की पेस देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. ग्राउंड में बहुत दिक्कत होती है. अरे जब मैं ग्राउंड में रनिंग करता था यार, प्रैक्टिस, बच्चे मेरे से आगे निकल जाते थे यार भागते भागते, बट आई नेवर केयर्ड बिकॉज मेरा फोकस था मेरे टाइम पे. 40 मिनट भागने का है मेरे को, तो मैं 40 मिनट भागेगा. आई डोंट केयर अबाउट एनीथिंग एल्स. आई डोंट केयर अबाउट माई पेस. मैं बिल्कुल स्लो भागूंगा, 40 मिनट भागूंगा. वंस यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग इन टू द रिदम, यू विल नोटिस योर पेस अपने आप इंक्रीज होती जाएगी. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your pace. It will increase automatically. Just worry about the time for now. Train your mind कि 40 मिनट तक भागना है तो 40 मिनट तक भागना है, चाहे फिल्टर फट जाए मेरे. समझ रहे हो? I was asking your personal experience on the protest. Yeah, to be very honest, my personal experience with the protest was very sad. Like there are so many, like these are people, like there is a video on my channel where I have 6 like mothers sitting. All of these women are 50 plus, and they're going through courts and all this stuff, even though they have done nothing wrong in their life. Because some women married into their family, 10 दिन में केस करके भाग गए, and now they have been going to the protests and like going to courts and dates for 3 years now for a marriage that lasted 12 days. Like it was sad, very sad. I don't talk to these people because when I go to these protests, I'm not interested in anybody on the stage. The only one I'm interested in is the people, the victims. Those are the people I gravitate towards. Those are the people who I talk to. And I think 2 अक्टूबर को वहाँ protest दोबारा हो रहा है इस साल भी. So I'll leave you guys to decide if I should go or not. Our live streams are there. I don't care. If you guys want me to be there. Maninder here from Pune. Kindly reply to the email. Will sure, bro. Right after our meeting. This stream ends in 5 minutes. I'll look through my phone and then have you debate with feminists? I think I am doing that right now, bro. There are some things going on here. Because on internet people say anything, but on face to face talk there will be something. Sanity might be there. No. On face to face, because there were people and it was live, so the language was a little less colorful than it was in the video, but the idea and the ideology behind the words were the same. So I am not. Can you tell how running and jogging are different? They're not. These are words used to confuse people. Don't worry about these words, Praveek. Just run. Run at your own pace. Jogging लगे तो jogging बोल ले, running लगे तो running कर ले, भाड़ में जाने दे. Just keep running. Keep running. That's the only advice I'll give you. भागता जा. Time देख and keep running. Sahil bhai, I'm a lawyer shifting from Pune to Delhi next week. Please contact with me. Sure, sure I will. Sure I will. I'll read through your email. What did Miss Deepika said about these people? Actually, at that time, I was already very mad at those people because there were people supporting that Baba Ram, what Asharam. आशाराम के आश्रम से वहाँ पे लोग थे एंड दे वर टॉकिंग अबाउट आशाराम एंड हाउ ही वाज wrongly accused. So at the time, when I met her, I'm like a fan, right? It's weird saying that because I'm usually like I'm not like that. But when I was looking at her, I'm like Deepika Narayan because she has inspired me to do my work. My whole channel was inspired by her. So I finally met her and I was like, Deepika Narayan, कैसे हो आप? And she recognized me and like we were talking and then we was like, ma'am, what the hell are they talking? She was like, just ignore them. Stop looking at them. We are here to meet victims. We are here to listen to their stories. We are here to help these people as how I can. And let's focus on that. Let's not focus on anything else. That's the one line she said. It's like let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on the people we are here to help. And then we did focus on that for the entire like 2-3 hours that I was there. It was a fun experience to be honest. इस साल भी होने वाला है protest. I don't know if I should want to go or not, but there are victims there, and I like to talking to these people and getting their stories on my channel, and having you guys see the stories of what's actually happening in the real world out there. So I don't know if I want to go there or not this year, but I'll still think and decide. Asharam found guilty. Yup. Alright guys, it's 9:58 now. I will be ending the stream. I told you my friends will waste your time. It wasn't a waste of time. It's an honest discussion. And I think they learned something and I think I learned something. I think it's interesting. Sahil bhai, just a suggestion. Write a book about these. Sir, I am not even close to having that much information that I can write a book about men's rights. There are people who are far more educated than me in this sphere who should be writing books and making documentaries about this. I am not. I will be eventually and I may write one someday, but right now I'm not even close to that place and I don't want to pretend to be at that place that कि मैं इतना educated हूँ इस time पे कि मैं इस पे एक पूरी book लिख दूँ. I am not. When one day then I will be. I will definitely be writing that. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I will be ending the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream guys. I will be streaming tomorrow as well, 8 p.m. sharp, and we will be dumping on some feminists next time instead of men's rights activists, and it's going to be a very, very good night. Alright guys, thank you. Have a great evening.